places are dry and you're not finding textbooks at like thrift stores or libraries, the next best thing I'd recommend is probably to make some connections with like professors. You can go to college campuses and you can set up flyers, but try networking and somehow finding a way to obtain with a professor, because professors they have new books all the time, and universities and schools and stuff like that are constantly switching out, getting new textbooks, and they don't know what to do with the old ones. They don't really know the value of them. So I would recommend try networking and creating some networks with professors or teachers. It can be high school teachers, elementary teachers, and that's where you'll find textbooks. Do you have any other ideas where to find them? Estate sales. I mean,
what was the question? Good place to find textbooks? Yeah, definitely. Honestly, it's just normal places, thrift stores, libraries and stuff. Some are just going to have more textbooks. Every time you go to a thrift store or a library or wherever that sells books, always ask before you leave as you're checking out, do you guys have any more educational resources or textbooks or anything like that?
Yeah, it's a big one I forgot to cover. But yeah, ask the library ladies, ask the thrift store people in the back, ask them if they can bring out textbooks for you guys. A lot of the times they just haven't took them out.
It is not against the Amazon TOS to sell library books that say discarded. Any library copies or anything like that, even if it says discarded, you can sell them. If it's a big sticker on the front, I would remove the sticker, but you can still definitely sell them as long as it's in acceptable or better condition.
What other questions did we have?
You've been doing it for 4 months. I got about 1,000 in stock. That's good. Sales the last few weeks have sucked for me. Yeah, it's these are the slowest months. It's starting to pick up again, but it sucked for us too these last month or so. Just after January, February, it gets a little slow.
Yeah, but it kind of evens out throughout the year when you got all your sales together. But just keep on pushing, keep sending in books. Especially August is coming around, so all that hustle is going to pay off in August when textbook season comes.
Did we answer this?
Book season in general.
How long have we been selling books?
We've been doing it since July.
July of last year, but these last 2-3 months has been pretty much part-time while we do a bunch of other stuff. Consistent income, how long did it take? In our first...
We pretty much were...
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat, because we caught the textbook wave.
Yeah.
And we did really good. And that textbook wave kind of propelled us and allowed us to keep on reinvesting the money that we made from it. And,
Yeah, so we
right off the bat,
pretty much, just because we got lucky and sourced a lot of books right before August. We went hard really fast, so the August paid off really well. What's up, the Italian 92? When can I expect the book sales to pick up again? I'm sending in stuff every week. I'd say right about now it starts picking up again. Our sales have been kind of picking up a little bit, even though we haven't really sent in any new inventory until just recently, and that hasn't even hit the warehouse yet, and our sales have still picked up a little bit.
Also, if your sales are low, you might want to look into a repricer.
Oh yeah,
I mean that can help your sales up a bit too.
If you're not using a repricer, look into it. If you got more than 1,000 books in inventory, for sure.
What's up, the Italian 92?
YouTube should be good too.
First week out of the course, started everything. Barcode labels. Yeah, you need you definitely need barcode labels.
First and forgot barcode labels. Oh, for your Dymo? Yeah, for sure, dude.
I think it's a girl
or lady, dude or bro or broette.
I don't know. Let's see. How do you establish some of your best suppliers?
Just buy books from. You know what? We need to make a YouTube video how to get win-win relationships in book selling.
We should, because relationships is like the next level thing. Everybody goes to thrift stores. Everybody goes to libraries. Networking is level 2. Not a lot of people know about it, but they're not doing it.
Yeah,
and that's what sets that is what's going to set you apart
from the beginners.
Is networking.
So to get some, like for us, really just let everyone know you sell books. Have business cards you can give out. Tell people you run an online that you run an online bookstore and you're looking for. We tell people we look for educational resources and textbooks. So pretty much once you just source at a spot like 2, 3, 4 times, you start getting on first name basis with people. You start, ask them questions about their life. They get to know you a little better. You get to know them a little better. And eventually they just like you and want to help you out. That's where most of our relationships have come from.
Yeah, and it accumulates over time.
And it accumulates over time, yeah. Like we have these relationships because we source 7 days a week for 6 months, and we just went to a lot of places and talked to a lot of people.
We're grinding the first initial months. We're bleeding.
It's about really just letting everybody know, being nice to people, making people like you, stuff like that.
Yeah, but we'll make a video on it, just kind of go a little deeper into it.
Little tactics you can use or something, but
Amazon's free reprice. I've heard good things about it. I heard it's almost like Reprice It, which is what we use. But I haven't personally checked out the Amazon repricer. We
use Reprice It, but
I've heard good things about Amazon.
Yeah, definitely people use it.
It's free too, so
it's
good.
I'm sure it's fine until you get to like crazy amounts of inventory, or you have to do too many complicated things. I wouldn't do the recommended settings on it. Definitely make your own settings, but I'm sure
you guys
can use it.
Reviewing private label products. When you say review,
I think it means like check out once he's searched.
Checking them out.
I mean, sure, you can shoot us the data if you want over DM, and we'll look at it. Why not?
Yeah.
Joshua Hedinger, what's up? Golden Bay Vantage, awesome, thanks. Yeah, and we'll make a more in-depth video on the relationship thing. Just some like tactics you can use, but really just let everyone know you sell books, man, and just source a lot.
Yeah,
it kind of just happens as long as you're,
word of mouth.
Yeah, as long as you're
spreads. Yeah,
as long as you're in the game long enough and you're a good dude and people want to work with you, try to cultivate win-win relationships. Right, you help them, they help you somehow.
Yeah, like when you go to source libraries and stuff like that too. Like I said, network with the volunteers there. Don't make a mess either. Like organize, clean after yourself too, because there's a lot of reckless booksellers,
reckless resellers. This April on NBC.
Yeah, there's some savage resellers out there who just demolish bookshelves and leave books all over the place, which gives booksellers a bad name.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Lovely Finds, how's it going? Naples Blooming Sales. Does Amazon charges a fee after they have your products for a certain time and don't sell, and also for getting your items back? Yeah, they do have a long-term storage fees and just storage fees in general, and you do have to pay a small fee if you are requesting items back from the warehouse. Yeah.
And if it doesn't make sense to get them back to you, you could always just dispose of them. Amazon will dispose them for you as well.
For a small fee.
Yeah, for a small fee. Yeah.
Oh, they tried to go live with us.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
KDBDB. We didn't see you try to go live with us. If you want to go live with us now, you can. Does anyone want to hop on live? Let's meet some viewers.
What about Boss? Boss GKK? You can talk about private label or something.
YouTube audio should be better now, too. Someone's watching on YouTube. How's it going, YouTube? How's it going?
First live YouTube guy. If you're from YouTube, oh shit, it's right there. We are also doing a live on Instagram, so give us some time to try to balance both of them out.
Brian Eddie Music, how's the private label going? It's going good, about as well as we can hope, really. Making consistent sales, running low on inventory of our generic product, and still in negotiations with our manufacturer over making our custom product with custom packaging, and it should be coming in soon. And then once that, we're ready for our official, private label launch.
Finally ready to launch.
Yeah.
We're going to take over this listing. We think our strategy, we're going to be using YouTube and stuff like that in order to drive traffic to Amazon, which is something none of our competitors are doing. And but it's going good though. We have I don't know. We're running low on inventory, though, so that's also another good sign.
If you have 10 to 15 books, would you hold it until you get 40? Hold for what? To ship them?
To ship them.
Are you saying for the individual professional account?
He's probably a professional boss.
Definitely before you ship, have enough books to fill at least one box, which is usually about 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah. I mean, I would just source however much you're going to source for the week, and then ship them at the end of the week. So if you end up having 120 at the end of the week, just ship them out on a certain day. But,
or you, like I said, if you have 15, if you have 10 or 15 books, is it because Amazon split the shipments for you? because usually what we do for split shipments, so let's say there's only, all your books are going to one fulfillment center, and then there's like 10 or 15 other books going to another fulfillment center. What we do is we hold off the shipment that has the least amount of books, and then we wait until that shipment gets nice and full. And then once the box is filled up, then we send it off to the warehouse.
And you can also do single box shipments if you want to check out Caleb Ross' video on his YouTube channel. He shows you how to do single box shipments if you don't want to deal with split shipments, but it's just easier for us to list in live mode when there's two of us. But yeah, definitely if you were waiting to ship, at least have enough for one box of books.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in here?
We got in here. So how long you guys been in the game for? Are you guys doing just strictly books? Are you guys kind of doing everything? What's up? No. Inventory placement.
Inventory placement is what I end up doing a lot of the time.
Are you merchant fulfilled or any merchant booksellers here? Because we do strictly FBA, but merchant is going to be interesting. We might start to see more merchant booksellers now because I think a lot of booksellers got scared of the long-term storage fees,
which is good. I'm doing books, electronics, and toys. Those are good 3 categories. We sold quite a bit of toys when we first started. Well, not quite a bit, but a little bit of toys.
We did good. There's actually, now that what we know, we can probably do retail arbitrage and do pretty damn good at it since we understand like how to read charts and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, electronics and toys is great. Those are like, if there wasn't another thing we weren't doing probably besides books, next step would probably be toys. Like the next thing we would do. Because toys has, they sell fast, especially during Q4. Toys fly off the shelf.
Do we do cryptocurrency? No, but we may get into it in the future. You've been selling books for 3 weeks now with FBA. Good job, dude. How's it going? What's up, Joshua? Inventory placement is the setting where you can change most. Oh, yeah. No, we don't do that. The little extra fee you can tack on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of our shipments don't get split too bad, usually. So we don't think the fee is really worth it. Especially when we're shipping out like 500 books. I don't think it's really worth it.
Damn, you got access to those VCRs and DVDs.
Currently doing some research on private label products. Nice. Jungle Scout or Viral Launch? Books and electronics, mostly VCRs.
Are you ungated for CDs? eBay, Amazon Hustle? Jungle Scout.
Nice. Yeah, once we found our private label products with just free tools, Unicorn Smasher and all the other stuff. But once we get back and start launching and building out this brand, we're probably going to end up using Viral Launch.
Yeah. Also, if you want to like double check your stuff, boss, I don't know if you, like you said, but check out the application called Unicorn Smasher. It's free. And it'll just give you different information, similar information, but just so that you could find the medium in between Jungle Scout and Unicorn Smasher to give you a better idea of the product you're looking at.
Yeah. How do you get ungated? You pretty much just have to request and pray Jeff Bezos loves you. And there's also waves happening where like, just be on the lookout for like people post stuff like, oh, a bunch of people are getting ungated in health and beauty. Apply now. And apply when that happens, you'll have a higher chance of getting in. Also,
make sure you have like a healthy seller feedback. Make sure your account's good. Like if your account is old or it's like a veteran, it's kind of proven itself, you're more likely to get ungated compared to just like an account that's just clean, fresh off the bat, that doesn't really have any history. But you're more likely to get ungated if you're in the trenches, if your account's been in the trenches longer. But yeah, like Isaiah said, just send in an application and you just keep, if they decline, you just keep on bugging them. That seems like the strategy that most people are doing. Yeah. It's kind of quiet here. Is it necessary to do PPC for books?
We've never done PPC for books. I don't think it's necessary. I think there are probably some cool strategies you can do with it, but most of the time it's not worth it unless you do have like some kind of wholesale textbook hookup, maybe stuff like that. You know, do you need a seller's permit for your? It depends. If you're doing wholesale, you are going to need some. I forget the actual name of the thing, but you're going to need that wholesale license. You're going to need a wholesale license under your business license as well. But is that what you meant by seller's permit? King Diamante, what's up? Notice some of my inventory goes straight to being stranded when Amazon receives it. Is there an explanation why this happens?
Usually it's stranded. They have it labeled, or they have it labeled as stranded, but it's because they're still receiving it and it's kind of being distributed throughout the warehouse. It's still kind of like in the limbo zone. Because when we first started too, like almost all the inventory we're sending in was going stranded, but just give it a couple days. Check up on it and see if the inventory isn't stranded anymore. If it still continues to be stranded, then just contact seller support, and usually they'll take care of you.
Yeah, that's what we had to do for some of it. Yes, to get ungated. What was the previous? Oh, to get ungated? We never have had to do that. I haven't really heard of anyone needing anything else besides just a clean account and luck to get ungated, really.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it depends what you're going. Like, if you're trying to get ungated for like Disney or something like that.
Well, yeah.
Then you do have to like hit up the company and get some kind of like permits and stuff like that.
For sure, yeah.
If you're selling big names like Nike,
brand name stuff, yeah.
Like, you're gonna have to provide invoices and stuff like that.
Right, but if you're just talking about general categories, I don't think the permit's really gonna help you too much there. No, we wish.
No, we wish, because there's
so much money in CDs.
So many CDs out there in thrift stores, at book sales. Oh, guys, though, we can't do CDs, but we could do audiobooks, and it's something that you can do too. Because audiobooks, even though it's still like physically a CD, it's still categorized as a book. So yeah, guys,
do audiobooks.
Don't skip out on audiobooks. Everybody skips out on those.
Yeah, we find a lot of profits in there. What's up, Dash Yourselves? I know, tell me about it. Yeah, we wish to.
See you later, Naples. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, later. CDs. Yeah, when we first started the book game, we actually, one of the first book sales we went to was a bag sale, and we filled the bag with CDs. And we found a lot of good ones. And then we got back to the place and realized we couldn't list them, but it was a lot of money. And every once in a while we scan through CDs to see what's up, and we find a lot of good ones. So if you can do CDs, definitely do CDs.
Boss, if you haven't enrolled in the FBA book course yet, please do so ASAP.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, guys, we did release a book course, like Boss said. It's going really good. A lot of positive feedback from you guys. A lot of you guys learning out there. So if that's something you guys are interested in, go ahead and check out our bio, and you can find our course in there. I
sold books only for the last year, and 6 to 8 months in, I was auto-approved in Nike UA. Oh, yeah, good metrics is definitely important. Yeah, having a healthy account is probably the most important thing to getting ungated. Notice that some audiobooks I'm good and some I'm restricted. Really? We don't come across too many audiobooks we're restricted in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, most of the ones we
maybe
we're not restricted.
What you want to look at is it's maybe restricted to sell as new, but you can still sell it as used.
Yeah.
That's a lot of things that audiobooks come out as. Like if you're using the Amazon seller app, if it pulls up and it says restricted, click on the restricted. Just click on where it says restricted. It should open up another page, and it should tell you the conditions you can sell it in and what you can't sell it in.
And always list your audiobooks as acceptable.
Yeah.
You want to hop on live with this person?
Sure, yeah.
We going live with Kevin Dignity Wonderson.
Did you request again? Or was that a long time ago?
Hello. Use FBA scan. FBA scan is good. What's going on here?
What's going on? Oh, there we go.
I'm fucking up here.
Looks like you got bad connection.
We're gonna end this. Gotta go. Another name again about FBAbros. Yeah,
let us know. Get started on that private label. Keep on being persistent with it. It takes time. But
a little cats.
Cats lover. I'm a dog lover. I have 2 dogs, a little Chihuahua and a German Shepherd. Shit, we got 2 people now.
We lost.
This is a fire. This is a fire ass podcast. Fire live.
What do you want to talk about here?
I don't know. Let's see how many books we have. Like,
what are we? 32 plus 400 heading in.
I haven't checked.
So
I don't have it on this phone.
Oh yeah.
We have probably around 3,000 to like 2,900 books in stock right now.
Yeah, and then 400 on the way,
mm-hmm.
and a little pile growing right now to send.
Yeah,
in.
we got a pile growing as well.
We haven't sent in new inventory for like a month. Well, besides the last 400 we just sent in. Before that, we hadn't sent in any new inventory for like 6, 7 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
While we did the course and we're doing all the private label stuff.
Yeah, the cool part too is it was providing us income in order to make all this stuff and also invest into like equipment and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We got that snowball effect from the books.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
But yeah, guys.
What's the topic we want to talk about?
Any of you guys using softwares out there? Like, are you guys using Scout IQ, FBA Scan, or are you just using Amazon Seller? On average, how many sellers do you make? Dude, right now it's pretty damn slow. Even with all that inventory, mainly because we got to go in there. I got to go into reprice it and switch up some templates to probably get some more sales. But right now we've been selling like 12 a day, 10 a day. Depends. It fluctuates. But right now it's kind of.
Sorry, I was looking at this YouTube stuff. What was the question?
It's a little slow right now.
Oh, someone on YouTube. What's up? I'm a new sub. I just bought my scanner. What software should I use? Scanner to scan books with, Jamie.
Scan Inventory Labs.
To scan books, we recommend Scout IQ because the base triggers are good. If you're talking about listing, we use Inventory Lab, but ASO list is just as good, if not better. I don't know what we're supposed to do make with inventory level like that. Right now, it's been. Oh, you already answered that.
Yeah.
What's your average sell through of your books over the year? So I don't have the exact number in my head right now, but I'm pretty sure over the whole year, you can expect to, counting the 2 textbook seasons, you can pretty much expect to sell about 0.5% of your inventory every day. I think that's an okay, estimate if you're repricing your books and you're sending in new inventory constantly. About 0.3 to 0.5% of your inventory a day. And that's kind of consistent with what I see with other booksellers as well, unless someone's using really aggressive reprice it strategy or just pricing strategy in general. You're not in the book game? Well, you should get in the book game, man.
Who's on here right now? I'm not sure if I asked you eBay, Amazon Hustle, but where are you from? We said we're from SoCal. I remember where you're from. The reason I ask is it's sourcing. I feel like it's a little different. Well, it's all similar, but it can be a little different depending on what part of the country you're in. I know resellers out in Arizona are killing it. They can go to a local thrift store and come out with almost 100 books from what I've seen. We're here in SoCal and higher population, more competition, but we still find a lot of books. But I'd imagine, those smaller places have a ton of hidden gold mines.
Southwest Florida, there's a lot of resellers in Florida.
Yeah. It
is definitely a volume game at Little Cats. You're in West Covina. This ain't Compton. Get your money passed around like you taking the offering. What's up, Das Graphics? RZA Life in SoCal, South Bay Area. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Bay Area's cool.
Das Graphics.
Oh, I sent you the email too, bud. You should have gotten it already.
Yeah, you should have access to the course now.
Ping 357. What's going on? RZA Life.
You still with us, Jamie? Jamie Montes.
Jamie's watching, yeah. Jamie's here.
Can't forget about Jamie.
Jamie.
The only person watching on our YouTube.
Jamie. Move this over here. Boop. We should stream.
So
we have another phone.
We have this idea, guys, because we're kind of running. We're trying to get some more creative ways and for you, for content for you guys. We're thinking of doing like some kind of road trip, showing how flexible book selling is, and we're thinking of doing like a little road trip to a book sale and also sourcing along the way, just to show you the flexibility and I don't know, content,
travel,
cool places,
2-3 days.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
We're thinking about buying a van and living in a van and just traveling and selling books around the U.S. But that's later. There isn't a lot of book selling competition, but sometimes it dries out and it's harder for me to find books. So not a lot of competition, but not a lot of books in general. Okay. Yeah, see, there's a lot of books in SoCal, but we have a lot of competition as well.
Yeah, dude, make some connections.
Yeah, definitely.
Step the game up. Call clean out companies. Call real estate agents. They run into books. A lot of these, they don't know the value of books, or they don't know how to sell books.
Exactly.
So that's the thing.
What's up, 354YK? How's it going? I want to source to you guys just to learn. Fuck yes, I want that for sure. What was he talking about? Oh, the road trip. Yeah, okay, cool. No, that'd be cool. Yeah, it'd be pretty fun. We're trying to think about going somewhere with another, somewhere where a reseller is and collabing with someone as well. That's a little far out or something. What do you mean collections? Do we say collections?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Oh, connections.
Oh, connections. Gotcha. Like people who can supply you with books, basically. That's pretty much it. Or relationships with people who sell books. Yeah,
make connections with places that have books. You can make connections to the church down your street. Religion and spirituality is a huge, popular category in books. Usually those books sell for a lot. A lot of churches get tons of books and they don't know what to do with them, so they just donate them or throw them away. So yeah, you can contact your local churches, ask if they got books, maybe even donate, pay for it. So it's a win-win situation. Contact real estate agents, contact clean out companies. Yeah, all that stuff, all that good stuff.
Jamie asked, so do you guys do retail arbitrage? We did a little bit of retail arbitrage in the very beginning, Jamie. But we pretty much just went full books after we discovered books. And we still do a little bit here and there, if it makes sense, but mostly just books these days. eBay, Amazon Hustle is now on YouTube. Going to the first book sale tomorrow morning. What are the best categories you prefer?
Look for the textbooks.
Get there an hour early. Get there 30 minutes to an hour early. Have some kind of bin or something to put books in.
Take a bin.
Be ready for war. Okay? Assert your space. All right? Bring a helmet. No, I'm kidding. Go to educational resources or textbooks first. Start scanning through those. After that, just filter around to the different nonfictions, science, math, history, biography, stuff like that.
But right off the bat, go for the textbooks.
Yeah.
All it takes is 1 or 2 textbooks to make it worthwhile your trip if you find right ones.
Exactly.
Next would probably be religion and spirituality.
Religion, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and also once dust settles, go and scan everything.
Yeah.
A lot of people, especially at the beginning, there's a lot of chaos. So people are kind of picking books. They're not going in an order. So there's a lot of pockets of good books once the dust settles. So focus on the textbooks. Then when it starts to, the heat of things starts to drop, scan the categories like religion, spirituality, but go through every single book individually.
Look up those ISBNs.
Yeah. Check out, don't sleep on cooking books either. Don't sleep on knitting and basket weaving books,
crafts, hobbies,
landscaping. Those are sleepers. There's actually, they're worth a lot of money.
Example of a clean out company, just Google clean out company and some local ones should pop up. Or clean out company near me, you'll see some. It is war, that little cat's lover. This book game is war. Matthew McLean, how's it going? It's kind of funny because we're awkwardly close on the YouTube stream just so we can fit inside the Instagram stream. No, you're good. It just looks funny though in here. If you guys on YouTube are wondering why we're so close, it's because we're streaming on Instagram too, and the camera's closer.
It's kind of like a digital, yeah, like a ninja.
You can actually see the phone here. It's in front of the mic.
But yeah, dude, let us know how the book sale goes.
Yeah, let us know.
354YK.
Post yo haul, son. Post yo haul. Scan like a diligent ninja. Yes. Book ninja.
What's going on YouTube?
Explain to me this. I'll scan a book and lowest use offer is $6. New is $40 and FBA is $20. Keeper shows it sells for $7 to $8. Why would anyone buy my FBA offer? The FBA markup is real. So keep in mind, fulfillment by Amazon, people who buy Prime usually buy FBA just on a statistical basis because they want that free 2-day shipping and stuff. And Amazon is most likely to give you the used buy box if you're FBA. So the markup on FBA is real. We've actually sold a book in FBA for like $40+ That was like $12 in merchant.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So the markup's there.
Also, a lot of people just kind of trust in Amazon. They don't really like look for other third-party sellers. They just kind of go whatever Amazon suggests to them, whatever's on the buy box, and then just go with it.
So yeah, if you got that buy box, which you're more likely to with FBA,
yeah,
they'll pay that markup. It's
crazy, especially nowadays, just people are so impatient. So having that FBA, it just puts you ahead of everyone. Shoot, I don't really even buy it from Amazon if it's not FBA.
Same, yeah.
I don't want to wait a week or 2 weeks.
I know.
I want it today or tomorrow.
With guaranteed refunds.
Yeah. We're in Riverside, so i.e. Inland Empire area. If you're doing it part-time, so let's say you were going to a book sale, and on top of that, along the way back home or wherever, you hit up other locations. Shit, you can scale. It depends, really. Like, it really depends.
Yeah, it depends how much you're sending in, man. What kind of inventory you're sending in. It's what you mean by scale. Like, where do you want to try and get to?
You can find a lot of books though on the weekends. Like,
definitely,
you can probably catch $100 every weekend by going to book sales and
just book sales.
Going to sources in your area. And the cool thing about book sales is it doesn't take much time in your day. I mean, it takes like an hour, 2 hours. By the time you're done with the book sale, it's like afternoon, and you got plenty of time to do whatever you got to do, like with family and stuff like that.
Yeah, and keep in mind that the more you source, the better you're going to get at sourcing. So even if you only have one day to source a week, you're going to eventually fill that day with your best sources. So if you can only do a book sale in the beginning, do a book sale, but afterwards you go around, you scout different locations, and you eventually, the process is the same. It's just going to take you longer, and your cap for how many books you can source is going to be a little lower. But you can definitely make, you can scale this business on a part-time work schedule. Yeah,
there's I wish I knew the name on the top of my head, but there's someone we follow. He's a full-time accountant, and he does book selling part-time, and he's making pretty damn good money. Well, he's making good sales.
What do you think about a full-time? What do you think about a full-time amount of work I need to post a week? I'm not sure what that means, my brother. What do you do about the stamp from the library? We peel it off. Oh, from the library, we leave it.
Scan that book. There you go.
Scan that book. Yeah, that's who that is. Yeah. The library stamps, we leave them unless it's really messing up the cover or anything like that. Awesome insight thing. Yeah, don't be afraid to sell books part-time, man. This is a great business to build up over time. And the process is still the same. It's simple. It's easy. Simple. Yeah.
Like, the only hard part is that it requires you to go out there and,
actually do
it. But shit, just take some headphones with you or take a friend with you. And just like that, time goes by quick.
How many books should you send in a week? So you should send in as many as possible. But if you're asking how many to see fast results, you definitely want to be above 100, minimum. If you can, and you're not going to do that your first week, right? You're not going to do that your second week. But 2 months into the game, you should be trying to aim for 100 to 200 if you're doing it part-time. But you're just going to keep getting better. Like, whatever you source that week, say you got 20 books your first week, try to get 30 books your second week. Try to get 40 books the week after that, and just try new sources and scan as many books as possible, Don't worry about how many books you send in. Worry about how you can scan the most amount of books possible.
Also, if you don't have like too much time to go out there and source, you can look into eFlip. It's pretty much buying books like textbooks on Amazon during the low season, and then you resell them during textbook season, during the more popular months. That's another form of sourcing if you don't have time.
Definitely. Fabian also asked, so when you're making purchasing decision, are you deciding only on lowest FBA? We take everything into account, but usually you're going to be pricing based on lowest FBA. So if there's 1,000 used offers and, and they're all really low priced and FBA is not, and there's a lot of FBA offers, we still take all the data into account, but yeah, when you're pricing, we price based off the lowest FBA pretty much and how often it's selling. But again, if FBA is like 80 and then lowest used is like 5, that's a little bit too big of a gap. But definitely expect, a 200 to 300 to 400% markup from FBA to merchant. I'm doing it part-time. I'm building to the point where it replaces my income. That's awesome. Source Saturday all day, and I get 70 to 100 and then prep and ship Sunday. See, that's the way to do it if you are going to be doing it part-time is hit 2-3 sources up, 4 sources if you can Saturday with a book sale or something. Get like 100, 200 books and then ship it all on Sunday. That's a good strategy.
What's up, Ramirez? Did I say that right? Ramirez for life.
Ramirez for life.
How many books should I send? Did we answer that question?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a moment. Here's what I found on the web for premieres. Can you raise for life? Grammars for life.
Siri is creepy.
What's a high ranked book that you probably wouldn't send in? So ranking is a little bit deceiving. Check Keepa and Camel charts to see if a book is selling. We'll send in any book that makes sense, meaning the profit's high enough for how often it's selling. So if a book is worth, profit of $70 and it's selling once a year, we'll send that in even if it's ranked 8 million, as long as it's, been selling once a year for the past 2-3 years. But don't really worry about rank too much. Mostly check eScore on your
eScore, Camel.
eScore, Camel, Keepa.
Keepa, yeah.
Just to see if a book is selling. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
But yeah, that's like you said, that's the best way to put it, is you got to look at the sales history chart.
That's cool, Fabian. Thanks, dude. Yeah. That means a lot. Hey, do you have a copy of the course, dude? We'll hook you up with one right now if you want. We'll send you a 100% off coupon.
Nice, man. Happy to hear we motivate you.
Yeah,
you guys motivate us.
Yeah, you guys motivate us for sure.
We're definitely held accountable. Makes IQ. So we started off using FBA Scan, but we went on to Scout IQ, mainly because of the interface, also eScore. You want to talk about it more? He actually did a YouTube on Scout IQ, so he'd probably break it down better.
Scout IQ better than FBA Scan. Really, for beginners, I mean, you can get away with either. We're not saying
both are actually
great.
Yeah, both are great.
We recommend Scout IQ for beginners because of the built-in triggers, and because we think over time Scout IQ is going to become a better, in the future sense, it's going to be better than FBA Scan, because Caleb Roth, the creator of it, has been updating a lot, and he's just a really good dude who's in the book game.
Yeah,
and he's all books. So
and Scout IQ is actually listening to what
it takes feedback
that people are, what people want out of it. FBA Scan, they really don't develop their app too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, they only started developing it more because Scout IQ came out. Competition.
Yeah, Fabian, DM us your email.
FBA Scan is great too, though.
That's awesome. Thanks for the kind words, Fabian. What are we saying here? Database option. Both have database option, and you would really want the database option if you're going to be scanning books. But both have them. Yeah, what's up, Tyler RSD? You have FBA Scan. That's fine too. So are the built-in triggers for FBA Scan just as good? To be honest, what are the built-in triggers for FBA Scans good?
There are built-in triggers for FBA Scan, but we modified ours when we first started.
When we got FBA Scan for books. Oh no, they don't have just triggers for books. I don't believe. So I would say don't use those because we had, unless they changed it, but we use our own custom triggers for FBA Scan. But we know the built-in triggers for Scout IQ are great as well.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about for books, I don't think FBA Scan's triggers are specifically for books. So I wouldn't trust the built-in ones for FBA Scan. Are you guys going to that LA Bookseller Conference in May? Didn't that already happen? I thought that event already happened.
No, I think it's actually coming up still.
Brooklyn Pickers, what's going on, man? If you guys ever want to come out this way, you guys are more than welcome to stay in my house. That's cool, dude. Thanks. Where do you live? Oh wait, Southwest Florida. I remember. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I do want to go to Miami sometime.
Yeah, dude.
There's a lot of babes out in Miami.
Yeah. Okay. They do have built-in triggers for books. So yeah, honestly, their built-in triggers are probably fine. I mean, we can't really say though because we use custom triggers for our FBA scan.
What's up, guys? What's up, Brooklyn Pickers?
Shannon JJB. Shannon, that's my mom's name. Just to let you know. Other side of Florida by Fort Myers. Well, shit, we're gonna have to meet up in Miami.
There's actually a lot of conferences out there in Florida, so
yeah,
I mean
that's something we really want to do once we.
There's a lot of e-commerce ones out there.
I messed this up. That's fine. Yeah, there is. We want to go to a lot more business conferences and blog it for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Especially once this private label thing starts taking off, so we can get more into the e-commerce side and brand building side. It's gonna be fun. Great name. I agree.
So Brooklyn Pickers, what you picking, man? Books, clothes.
What are your next steps after books? So we're still in books here, and we're kind of doing private label as well, and this whole personal branding thing with FBAbros. And there's really no next steps. I mean, we're still going to be doing the books for a while.
Actually, though, we do plan on utilizing eFlip more. That's the next step.
Oh, yeah, definitely once textbook season rolls around.
Yeah, because eFlip, it just makes sense, especially now that we understand the recharts. Because we don't have as much time as we used to because we got like other stuff going on. But that's why eFlip is probably the next step for books for us, because we can do this from, you can do eFlip from a laptop, from home, almost anywhere in the world, especially if you have like a prep center. So once you purchase all the books from Amazon, you can send them to a prep center. They'll prep it for you and then send it to Amazon. So you don't even touch them, don't even look at them. So that's probably one of the next steps for us in books.
Definitely, yeah. Especially coming up when textbook season comes up, we're going to be gearing up for that with eFlip for sure.
Brooklyn Pickers.
He sells books, CDs, DVDs.
Yeah, dude, we'll follow you. We will send us a DM because I don't think we can follow you
from the live.
Do
you share your trigger settings in your book selling program? So we don't use triggers anymore. We pretty much, unless we're at like a book sale, and then we just use the base Scout IQ triggers really fast. Mm-hmm. But even then, we don't really use triggers. We just recommend.
We go based off rank,
or just whatever data we can see. Pretty much, it's all on an individual basis for us, just because we've been in it for so long. And we just recommend the base triggers for beginners in Scout IQ. Pretty much, we don't really have triggers. We just recommend the base triggers in Scout IQ. Once you get good enough, really 2-3 months in, it sells.
Yeah, you develop like an eye for it.
You really don't need too many, or you really don't need hard and set rules. It's kind of based off each book.
Yeah, you'll start to get a feel for the game.
No, we don't use a prep center.
Yeah, no prep center. But it'd be interesting if we do utilize that for eFlip, using eFlip. What do you guys think about that? Like, should we make a video on eFlip during textbook season? Like drop some like $1,000 just on eFlip.
Actually, yeah.
And then we can track those SKUs and then see the results after textbook season.
That's kind of what we want to do. We want to spend like $1,000 or something the month before textbook season on eFlip, and just kind of do an experiment and show you guys all the data, see how many we sold in the August, how much money we made, stuff like that. You guys grab CDs. We're not ungated for CDs. If you are ungated for CDs, definitely do it. Tim Ritchie says, I'm a new seller on Amazon FBA. I have a collection of 5,000 plus books and selling 75% of them. I already shipped almost 500 in my first week, but here's my question. Why does it show back ordered? Most of my books are back ordered 5 to 8 days. Yeah, pretty much back ordered. Does it say back ordered when they're just trying to check them in?
Where's he getting that from?
What do you see back ordered? Is it on your FBA shipments? It might just be they're still checking them in because it takes a couple weeks, man.
Wait, is he inactive?
Yeah, if you're talking about inactive, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Management inventory.
Yeah, I would honestly, the best way is to contact store support. probably contact seller support.
Yeah, they're probably just checking them in, my man.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen anything specifically said back order, but if they're showing up as inactive and then you've just shipped them, then it's probably they're just checking them in.
Yeah.
Oh. Once Amazon, they're sending it to the warehouses. That's why. Yeah, so they're probably just receiving them, my man. You found 6 books? Nice.
Damn. While we're streaming.
That's cool. Where'd you find them?
That's cool.
Back order shows up on front end. Okay.
It's getting pretty hot in here.
It is getting hot in here. Yeah, unless they show up in stranded, there's really nothing you got to do. It just takes time for them to check it in. Are we related? Only in spirit.
No, yeah, we're not related.
Do we look related?
I don't know. You got a white boy and a Mexican.
I don't have a Mexican last name, so could be. We're all related, brother, when you go back far enough, you know what I'm saying?
Nice estate sales.
Lady was a business owner and public speaker. Books were gold.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah. Estate sales can be sleepers. Arriba, Mexico. You from Uruguay? Oh, that's cool.
Uruguay.
That's awesome. What's an average sell-through percent? So we said this earlier. It seems to be, we don't have the exact data for us, my man, Tim Ritchie, but it's usually for about us and for about most booksellers, it's 0.3 to 0.5% per day over the whole year. So certain months it won't be that, and in textbook season and stuff, it'll be higher. But over the whole year, it's probably going to be about 0.3 to 0.5% per day for your sell-through rate for your books. Again, that varies though on inventory and repricing settings and everything.
Can we walk over to the shipments? So I guess we can walk over them, but Amazon, I don't think is going to let us inside the warehouse.
Oh, yeah, the Merino Valley, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
that's
really
actually,
close.
that's where a lot of our shipments go to, which is great because it only takes like
4 days.
4 days for them to receive it.
And we save money.
It goes live too. So
yeah,
that's a perk.
Again, though, Tim, that really depends on the inventory you're sending in and how you're pricing and repricing them. But if you're selling 0.5% of your inventory a day, you're doing good pretty much. People talk about the fees for monthly and 6 month, but no one mentions how much these cost, which would be good to know for textbooks when it's not the right season yet. No one talks about how much they cost. You can go on Amazon and see the exact breakdown of it, or go to, for the new fees and everything, if you don't want to go to Amazon, you can go to Caleb Roth at thebookflipper.com, and he has an article on it as well if you want to see the exact fees.
Yeah, like if you want to get technical with it.
If you want to get technical, yeah. But really, if you're sending the right books, don't worry about it too much. Mm-hmm. Chris Lecom, what's going on? Oh, we got 4 people on YouTube now. Nice.
Nice. Damn, we've been streaming, guys, for 47 minutes.
Shit. We're probably going to cut this off for an hour, peoples. But we still got some time here.
Yep.
Fabian, all right, guys, got to get going. I'll DM you my email. Thanks again for your generous offer. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Good looking out, man. Yeah, DM us. I'll shoot you an email either today or tomorrow.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate it.
He said we can stay at his house if we, I don't know if I said that to you already.
Yep.
So he'd take a week off work.
We're going to Florida. No.
Disneyland. Disney World. No problem, Connie.
Resale retirement. I don't know. What's up, resale retirement?
Hey, how's it going, man? What do you resell? Give us a breakdown. Where do you sell? What do you sell? Most inventory is 1,000 rank, 1,000,000 rank or less. Don't send it. Script plus shipping costs. Average 18.26 cents a book. Later, Fabian. So, 1,000,000 rank or less. That's good. But there are outliers. That's fine. Just go by Keepa's. Rank really doesn't matter as long as the profits make sense for how often it's selling on Keepa. $30 to $50 profit per item. That's pretty good. That should be fine, especially if you're not sending in like a $3 profit item that's not selling too often. Mm-hmm. But as long as the $3 ones are closer to or just selling more often than the other ones. Shipping costs, it really just depends on where you're shipping them, dude. Are you doing LTL? I know you said you sent in 500. That can cut down your costs.
Thank you, Cramiris for life. Appreciate it. Happy to hear that it was helpful.
Oh, did she buy the course?
Yeah, she got the course.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, if you haven't introduced yourself in the Facebook group, introduce yourself.
Get on the Facebook group. We're trying to blow it up. We're trying to get some conversations going on, some discussions. It looks like it's starting to pop too, which is good.
30 pounds.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
You have a good weekend. Take care.
Yeah, you can ship per box too, Tim, if you don't want to mess with LTL. But if you're going to be shipping out all those books in 500 batches like you did previously,
Reignite, we'll let you know when we're in Houston. Sorry, my bad.
Let you know if you're in Houston. Hell yeah.
Kind of cut in there.
Yeah, that'd be cool if we could. That'd be cool to travel around, hook up with you guys. That is a fine average, Tim. It's pretty average. But if you're going to send in 500 books a week or something, look into LTL because it's going to cut your shipping costs down by like 50%, 60%, depending on where you're at. And just make sure if you're sending them per box, which you probably know this, keep it under 50 pounds. That all sounds about right, Tim. Thanks, Premiers. Thanks for all the great info. Been selling for almost 2 months now. How long did it take you guys to start making profit after fees, Amazon monthly fees? Immediately. I mean, we made a profit pretty much immediately.
Yeah, like I don't know if you guys know our story, but we started in July. We sourced like madmen for that first month, and then
for 6 months.
Yeah, well, yeah, for 6 months. But I guess we started in July. Then following with August, we landed into textbook season, and we had like about 1,000 books already accumulated within a month, and bam, right off the bat, we made profit. We caught that textbook wave.
Yeah,
and that's what kind of helped us get more books in while textbook season was happening, and allowed us to just keep on reinvesting, and we kind of cut it off good.
Yeah, so we went really hard in the beginning, Alfie, and it paid off during that textbook season.
Yeah, if you are sending books, just wait until August, dude. You're gonna
keep going.
You're gonna have like a nice paycheck by August if you keep sending in books right now.
For sure. When should you consider LTL? I would say once you're sending in more than 300 books per week, for most people, it's going to make sense. If you live somewhere where a truck is going to have hard access, like an LTL pallet truck is going to have a hard time getting to, might not be right for you. But if you're living somewhere, normal with a road that they can get up and everything, LTL, I would say definitely when you're shipping over 300 books per week consistently, start doing it. It's going to save you some good money. And it's not even that much harder. Like, it's nothing really you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah, LTL, all you really need is a pallet and some saran wrap, and you just wrap it. I guess the only hard part is wrapping it up, but if you have the proper equipment, like tools, it makes it easier.
Yeah.
And also, I think you mentioned that you're from SoCal, so, dude, you're right next to probably like On 8, or the Moreno Valley Fulfillment Center or San Bernardino, so your shipment, especially if it's LTL, and your ship, it's going to be like last week, we sent in a pallet that had close to 800 pounds, and we only paid about $55 for the shipping. And it was just pretty much down the street. And they came and picked it up from his place.
And that's for 400 books.
Yeah.
So that's like 777-pound pallet it was. $80 to ship. Yeah. Join our Facebook group, Tim. We're trying to make a lot more in-depth discussions there and build a little community of everyone helping each other out.
Yeah, guys, go in our Facebook group. Link is in the bio. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Instagram, we're getting close to 100 members now, which is exciting. Little nice milestone approaching.
Cool. We will keep up the great work, Alfie. You too. I think we're going to close this out pretty soon, though.
Yep.
Want to close it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we can stop. All right, guys. So it's been 53 minutes. Thanks to everyone tuning in. This was a really fun live stream. This was cool. Thanks for everyone who joined and who left and who's here now and all that. If you guys
have any questions, just DM us.
DM us, Facebook group, YouTube comment, wherever, whenever. We pretty much have gotten back to everyone who's ever messaged us. So if we don't get you back the first day, we'll go back to you second or third. We check our social media and stuff. So, yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. We're going to be leaving. Tomorrow's weekend, so try to hit up a book sale. Try to go out and source.
Oh, we got like 2-3 sourcing vlogs coming for you guys, too.
Yeah.
That post where we turned 16 to 800 or 15 to 800, we have a whole vlog on that day for 3 sources. Anoush, first. The hell are you talking about, dog? I've been here 50 minutes.
You're late. Like, that's how you arrive at book sales.
Come on, dude.
It's late.
Just That's funny. All right, guys.
All right.
We're going to pop out of here.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next live or next post. Whatever.
We forgive you, Anush. We're out of here. Later, guys.
Later.
And then we'll end here and then end the.
And then we're on YouTube still.
We're on YouTube still. Share this. This is a secret one for YouTube. If nobody watched this 54 minutes on YouTube, you are a real OG. Who's still on YouTube? Tim's still here. I think he might have left though.
Yeah, Tim's on there.
Oh wait,
we're gonna be we're about to leave. We're about to leave. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it, guys. Goodbye to the YouTube as well.
And yeah, watch our other videos.
Watch
and
our
probably
other videos.
have some questions, or we can answer some questions through that.
Yeah.
But if not, just join the Facebook group or just send us an email, whatever. We'll get back to you like pretty damn quick.
Oh, let's watch this Audi scrape on. That's cool on Instagram. All right, guys. Later. We're ending the stream.